USA's Cole Hocker produces one of the upsets of the Paris Olympics to win 1,500-meter gold. The men's 1,500-meter final always promised to deliver drama, but perhaps not quite like this. This was supposed to be a showdown between Jakob Ingebrigtsen, the reigning Olympic champion, and Josh Kerr, the world champion. So it was a shock to everyone inside the Stade de France when a different runner entirely surged into the lead in the final straight to claim an unlikely, improbable win. Cole Hocker's victory was arguably the biggest upset of the game so far, a wild ending to a thrilling race for the ages. The American stretched out his arms in delight as he crossed the line and capped off a superbly executed sprint finish, taking the gold medal in an Olympic record time of 3 minutes 27 seconds and 65 milliseconds. Great Britain's Kerr took the silver medal in 3 minutes 27 seconds and 79 milliseconds, while Hocker's compatriot, Yared Nuguse, was 100th of a second back in third. And Norway's Ingebrigtsen, the brightest middle and long-distance talent of this generation. He was fourth, stunningly outside of the medals, having led for much of the race. Instead, this was a night for the underdog, though Hocker said never saw it that way. "That's an unbelievable feeling," the Indiana native said after the victory. "I just felt like I was getting carried by the stadium, and God, my body just kind of did it for me. My mind was all there, and I saw that finish line. Winning gold was my goal this entire year. I wrote that down, and I repeated it to myself even if I didn't believe it. My performances showed me that I was capable of running 3:27, whatever it took. I knew I was a medal contender, and I knew that if I get it right, it would be a gold medal. I've been saying that when Ingebrigtsen, who set an Olympic record in this event 3 years ago, set off at a strong pace and Kerr followed not far behind, it looked like the race would play out as many expected, a straight shootout between the two fierce rivals. And when Kerr moved past the Norwegian in the last 100 meters, victory was squarely in his sights, a repeat result of last year's World Championships in Budapest, but then came Hocker. The 23-year-old drove up the inside of the finishing straight in a perfectly timed surge, the second American in the last 3 Olympics to win this event, after Matthew Centrowitz in 2016, and then came Nuguse, flying past Ingebrigtsen and chasing down Kerr. His bronze in a personal best time marked the first time in the history of the modern games that the U.S. has had 2 men on the 1,500 meters podium. For American middle-distance running, this result was as brilliant as it was unexpected. Hocker's only other major accolade heading into the Olympics was a 1,500 meters silver at this year's World Indoor Championships, while Nuguse's was a medal of the same color in the 3,000 meters. Both men took also chunks off their personal bests, Hocker by nearly 3 seconds. "Cole Hocker, you got me screaming my head off," his countryman and Olympic 100-meter champion Noah Lyles wrote on X. Kerr, an Olympic bronze medalist 3 years ago, didn't get the victory he so desperately craved, but the Scottish athlete still came away with a silver medal and a British record. "My ears are gone, my legs are gone," he said. "I'm proud of the performance I put out there today," he added. "I said to myself I'll control my controllables, and I did that today. I executed the fastest that I've ever run by almost 2 seconds. It wasn't enough today, that's sport. I'm very proud of myself and my preparation coming in. I left no stones unturned, and that's the result today. Of course, I was looking for that gold medal, but it's a better medal than I got 3 years ago." As for Ingebrigtsen, it will be fascinating to see how he bounces back for the 5,000 meters, an event in which he has won back-to-back world titles. On Tuesday, he ultimately paid for a too-fast start, forced to watch on as a trio of runners moved past him. Did he regret those tactics? No and yes, the 23-year-old told reporters. "Of course, it's a tactical error that I'm not able to reduce my pace in the first 800, it was just a little too hard. But I think you saw on the back straight with probably 50, 60 meters to go, they were opening a little bit of a gap. I tried to respond by going just a little bit too much on the gas, and it was just 100 meters too much today.